In 1852, San Francisco got its water from open lakes and ponds near the city and carried to the consumer in barrels of the San Francisco Water Company. Even then, however, there were those who sensed a connection between the waters we drank and the diseases we suffered. Among them was Dr. Thad P. Haley, physician or quack, genius or lunatic, depending on the viewpoint of the men who knew him. Mr. Stryker, you going home directly? Yes. If you don't mind, I'll walk behind you. You won considerable money, and I wouldn't care to see you robbed.
Well, is this part of our new police service, Marshal?
No, let's call this private. We'll give the house a bad name if you didn't get home with all your winnings. You go on ahead. I'll walk about 20 feet behind you.
Stryker! Put that thing away.
Not this time, Stryker. This time, I'm gonna kill you.
The Californians.
California, I've come to live where life is best. In the Golden West, I'm gonna strike it rich in California.
Know who you got back there, Matt?
According to this report, his name is Haley.
Yeah, that's right, Doc Haley. Ain't you never heard of Doc Haley? Oh, a real bobcat.
He seemed quiet enough.
Oh, one of the quiet kind. But just you get him talking about water. Wee-you. Goes off his rocker. Says water causes all kinds of ailments. Fever, ague, cholera. Says you can trace most of the diseases in this town to the water Mr. Stryker hauls in barrels. Now, ain't that silly? Heck, I drink that water myself. With a little whiskey added to kill the taste. Used to be city health officer till he drove the city council half out of their minds with his crackpot ideas.
Hmm? Who are you talking about?
Doc Haley. Used to be city health officer. Kept pestering the council to build a waterworks and pipeline. They got sick of listening to him and fired him.
Mm-hmm. What's he doing now?
Building a waterworks and pipeline.
Don't move and nobody'll get hurt. Get their guns.
You mind telling me what this is all about?
You've got my father in here. I'm taking him out.
Susan Haley! You ought to be ashamed of yourself running around in them breeches and waving that gun around. Give me that thing.
Easy, Shab. She might shoot.
You just bet I will, Marshal. Get the keys.
You may take your father out of here, but I'll be around tomorrow to put him back in.
Not and stay healthy, you won't.
You know, it really isn't worth the trouble. I'm holding him on a misdemeanor. It only means a court appearance and a fine.
I don't trust you, Marshal. I wouldn't believe anyone who works for Stryker.
Wait a minute. What makes you think I'm working for Stryker?
Any man who holds a city job has to work for Stryker. You're as bad as he is.
Ah, my darling daughter, meddling again. And you'll have to excuse Susan, Marshal. She's a stubborn, headstrong girl.
Oh, shut up, Pa. Get out to the wagon.
Yes, yes, Susan. Well, good night, Marshal.
You follow and there's gonna be shooting.
Darn her fancy little britches. Ain't you going after him?
Tomorrow will be soon enough, Shab.
Come in, Joker.
You sent for us, Stryker?
I sent for you. Did you have to bring the kid along?
The cobber gets lonesome like without me.
All right, go over there and sit down.
Don't you order me around like that.
I said sit down over there.
Now, Cobber, put it away.
I want a drink.
And you'll find the water in there.
You lay off the cobber, Mr. Stryker.
Are you telling me what to do?
I'm telling you I'll take care of my brother, even against you.
Oh, forget it. We got more important matters to discuss. Haley tried to kill me tonight.
You're kidding.
It's no joke. You're not doing your job, Joker. Why hasn't Haley's pipeline been stopped?
It ain't my fault, Mr. Stryker. The old chum's that stubborn he won't give in.
I'm paying you and the rest of the Sydney Ducks to see that he does give in.
This water tastes funny. What's wrong with it?
Tell him to drink it or get away from it.
Drink your water, cobber boy. Go on. I tell you, we've tried everything, Mr. Stryker. The old man just won't give in.
I want that pipeline stopped. I want it made so difficult for Haley, he'll have to sell before it reaches the city limits. I don't care how you do it. I don't want to know how you do it. Well, Marshal, what can I do for you? Is this an official call?
In a way, yes. Doc Haley was busted out of jail tonight. I just thought he might have come here.
I haven't seen him.
Mr. Stryker, why would Doc Haley attempt to kill you?
I haven't the least idea. You know, the man's a crackpot. Ask anyone. For a couple of years, he went around preaching a crusade against my water company, selling water in barrels. Then he started this incredible pipeline, ran into difficulties. He fancies I'm to blame. Let him alone.
I can't do that, Mr. Stryker. If I let prisoners escape from jail, people will lose what little respect they have for the law. I'll want to talk to you again after I talk to Doc Haley.
Pa?
Morning, Doc. Hello, Susan.
You get down off that horse. We're not in your jurisdiction. I ought to shoot you.
Easy, Susan, easy. Well, I guess you come to take me back to jail.
That's right, Doc. And your daughter, too, for breaking you out.
Well, it's just not handy for me to go back today. I got a lot of work to do out here. Might be able to make it sometime next week, though.
That's not good enough, Doc.
You can't take us out of here, Marshal.
Looks like you're kind of in the bind of the rope, sir.
Now, listen, Doc. You can't get away with this. If I have to come back here with a posse and bust up this camp, I'll do it.
Stryker would like that, wouldn't he, Marshal?
This has nothing to do with Stryker, Susan.
You're a liar.
You're a real sassy wildcat. I'd like to have the taming of you, if you ever do grow into those breeches you're wearing.
Why, you...
No, now, Susan. You just got what you're asking for. Marshal, can we make a deal?
Depends. What kind of a deal?
I was to show you a couple of 3 good reasons why I should stay out here and finish my work. Would you take my word for it I'd turn myself in?
If you show me some real good reasons, I might go along with you.
Don't you believe him,
Oh,
Pa?
hush up, Susan. Saddle up my horse. Open water. Dirty. Contaminated. That's the kind of stuff Stryker's been selling for drinking water.
And you still think this is what makes people sick?
I only know what I've observed through years of practice. Where there's bad water, there's sickness. Listen, Marshal, before I started this pipeline, I sat beside the beds of more children than I care to count. Every one of them down with cholera, every one of them dying. Couldn't do a thing about it.
Because of the water.
It couldn't be anything else.
And that's why you threatened to kill Stryker?
Threatened, be hanged, I was gonna. He's done everything he could to stop this pipeline. Because he knows the moment I put fresh, clean water through those pipes into San Francisco, he's gonna be out of business.
What makes you so sure it's Stryker that's blocking you?
Oh, I've been raided by Sydney Ducks. Had my supplies ruined, my workmen scared off. Can't say for sure that Stryker's behind these raids, but I can make a pretty powerful surmise.
Doc, he's too intelligent to think that a pipeline won't come through eventually.
Of course he is. That's why he wants to wreck this one. Marshal, I brought this project through almost to completion. The worst is over. Now Stryker wants to move in, take over what I've done, drive me out. He's even offered to buy me off.
Why do you have to have 2 weeks?
I've put every dime I owned or could borrow into this project. If I can have 2 more weeks to lay another mile of pipe, I can raise enough new money to finish the job.
All right. It's a bargain. 2 weeks and you come in. And bring that wildcat daughter of yours with you.
The camp. It's another raid.
Was I shot or kicked by a horse?
You got hit with this.
They sure made a wreck of this, didn't they?
Yeah, that's not all they did. They got Susan. You got 12 hours to pay $10,000 if you want your daughter back alive.
Where'd you get this?
One of the raiders pinned it to a stake. One of my men found it and brought it in. You know what that means, don't you?
Yeah. The purpose of the raid was to get your daughter.
And $10,000 is just about what Stryker offered me for the pipeline. You should have let me kill him, Marshal.
You do, and I'll see you hang.
I don't care what you do, Marshal. I'm going after Stryker.
Hold it, Doc. I'm taking you in now.
Well, I guess Susan was right. Even the law is on Stryker's side.
You should have made certain Wayne was dead.
Anyone who gets hit with a boomerang the way Cobber throws it is certain dead.
Well, you better be right. Where's the girl?
Well, the dogs won't bite her. I left her up in the hills with Cobber.
Cobber? That noddle-pate might kill her.
Take it easy, Mr. Stryker. Cobber's harmless as a lamb. Unless I tell him otherwise. Harmless as a lamb.
I'm gonna blame you if anything happens to my daughter, Wayne.
Take him back, Sheb.
Please, don't let anything happen to Susan.
I'll do my best. Sheb?
Yes, sir?
Did you ever see one of these?
Well, I be hanged. One of them Australian boomerangs. Trick to throwing one of these things. Fella down in Sydney town was trying to show me one time. He was real good with it.
Who was that?
Some kid, nice fella.
What's his name?
Cobber Bannon. Got a brother they call the Joker. He's bad. Had him in here a couple of times for assault and things. Real mean duck.
What's he do?
Him and his brother drive a water wagon for Stryker. But Cobber, he's just an overgrown kid. No harm in him, unless his brother moves him to it.
What you call this game?
Old maid. Oh.
Don't try that again, lady. Next time you'll be dead.
Well, Marshal, to what do I owe the pleasure of this visit?
Stryker, I'm going to give you a chance to talk straight. Where's Susan Haley?
I don't know what you're talking about.
Where is she?
I'm telling you, I don't know.
All right, you listen to me. If anything happens to that girl, you're dead. I'll spend the rest of my life, if I have to get evidence to put a rope around your neck.
Well, there's a fair dinkum mess if I ever saw one.
Go up to the hills, get rid of her.
Now, wait a minute.
Don't argue. Do as I say. Get rid of her. And listen, I want her buried so deep she won't be able to get out on Judgment Day.
I picked up trail on the raiders outside the construction camp. There were 2 sets of tracks leading away from the main body back into the hills. It was getting dark, but I had a gambler's hunch that to delay meant death.
Don't go away. Please. I'm awful sick. Water. That's what it was. Water.
You all right? What's the matter with him?
He's sick. Very sick.
When did he come down with this?
This afternoon. All of a sudden, he just collapsed. What is it, Mr. Wayne?
Cholera. I think he's dying.
Isn't there anything we can do?
Wait. And bury him fast. That's all anybody can do. You need some fresh air. Come on, let's get out of here.
You ain't going nowhere. Don't try anything, Marshal. What'd you do to my brother?
Nothing. He's sick.
Sick?
Cholera.
Gaba. Gaba, boy.
I knew you'd come, Joker. Oh, Joker, I'm sick. It was the water. Made me sick. Oh.
Is what the kid just said the real truth?
I'd say so. Where are you going, Joker?
After Stryker.
I'll handle Stryker.
Get out of my way, Marshal.
Give me that gun, Joker.
I'll blast you wide open.
I said, give me that gun.
No. I can't do that. Cobra is my brother. I've got to get Stryker.
All right, Joker. Now, we'll take care of Stryker. My way. Sit down, Joker. Now, for the last time, what do you say?
No, no, no. Give me a gun, Marshal. I'll take care of Stryker that way. You can do what you want with me afterwards. But I'm not turning rat. Not even to get Stryker.
And I'm telling you, the only way you'll get to Stryker is through the law.
I got nothing to do with the law.
Joker, I want Stryker and I want him bad. I need your evidence. I've got to have an admission from Stryker that he paid you to bust up that pipeline, that he's back of Susan's abduction, that he gave you orders to get rid of her. Joker, don't you see? You can get all that for me.
I won't rat.
He caused your brother's death.
I'll pay off my own way.
You'll never get the chance.
He can't get away from me.
He's already as far away from you as if he were on the moon.
What are you talking about?
You, Joker. You're going to prison. Kidnapping, sabotage, murder. You're going to be in prison a long time. A long, long time. But not Stryker. He's gonna be on the outside, living high off the hog, while you're rotting behind bars. You won't get Stryker. You'll never get him unless you do it my way. Now, come on. What's it gonna be? Shab. Lock them up.
All right. We'll go it your way.
You took long enough. Come in. You finished the job?
No, it ain't finished yet. I don't like the idea of killing the girl. Kidnapping her was bad enough.
You had your orders.
You're telling me to kill her?
I already told you to get rid of her. Hey, what are you trying to do?
You heard enough, Marshal?
Plenty. You're under arrest, Stryker.
On what charge?
Conspiracy to commit abduction and murder.
What have you been trying to tell the marshal, Joker?
Nothing. But when I do, you'll hang. And when they put the rope around your neck, think of Kaba. Because that's why you'll be dying. For killing Kaba.
I don't know what you're talking about. I haven't seen your brother. You won't be telling anything to anyone, Joker.
You all right, Joker?
Yeah.
Good. I want you in good health. At least until you finish your testimony. All right, you. Come on your feet. Let's go.
And now, fellow citizens of San Francisco, I will call upon Dr. Thad P. Haley to open the valve that will unleash the blessings of pure water and good health on our city. Dr. Haley.
I just hope them pumps are strong enough to give us a good flow of water.
I do hope you'll call on us soon, Mr. Wayne. Papa will be delighted to receive you.
I consider your father's friendship a real honor, Miss Susan.
And of course, I'll always be glad to have you call.
That's very gracious of you.
I'm a woman of action, Mr. Wayne. When may I expect you to call on me?
Oh, about 2 or 3 years, or whenever you grow into those breeches you used to wear.
I've been most everywhere, but I like where I am today, and here is where I'll stay. Now one thing I just can't endure is being broke and being poor, so I come west to take the cure, and here is where I'll stay. I've come to California, California. There's gold in them there hills in California. I've come to live where life is best, in the Golden West. I'm gonna strike it rich in California.